始。
Hello, Ravinda. This is Danny and this is Ida. We are from Love Park. Here we are in the showroom, in our own showroom. So I want to explain to you the European oak and the American oak. What's the difference? And here in our showroom, we have different oak. Mostly in the world, everybody buy oak. So for example, like this one, this is what we do for our Canadian customer. They are in Quebec. This is the stair nosing. This is not the floor. It's the stair nosing. Actually, it's made by the floor. So this is the Russian birch plywood and the American oak top. And you see, we can do different colors. They are all American oak. This is hickory in a color. So this is all American oak. So what's the difference? Let's see the raw. Let's see the unfinished American oak first. This is the unfinished American oak, and this is the European oak. They are all high grading. I use only the high grading timber for you to explain. So the American oak, normally you can see the texture is wider. It's the texture on the timber, but the European oak, the texture is closer. So we can see from a website, they say it's tighter grain.
Yes.
Tighter grain.
Grain
Yeah.
is tighter.
Yeah. So this is the main difference about the appearance. And when we're talking about the color, actually these two boards, this board and this board, they are all been here for about 3-5 years, I think. But the reaction, the oxidation level is different. American oak will tend to be more like yellow, more like easy to be oxidated. But the European oak is not easy. You see the European oak mostly still like gray look, but American oak already very yellowish. So the timber color, I will send you photos later about the timber color of American oak. It will be some pinkish, some yellowish. The color is variation a lot, but European oak mostly uniform. This is the second difference. So let's see the third difference is the grading. Normally European oak has more knots. Like this one is very rustic European oak. This is different. We also have rustic American oak, but it's looking like different. And this is European oak too. That one is European oak too. That one is what we do for UK market. It's like a European market. Also like this, they are all European oak. They are all European oak. Yeah. So you can see they are like more rustic. And let's have a look at the ground. We put the European oak and American oak together on the ground. It's different color. Here, from this, they are all American oak. You see the texture is wider, but the grading is high. Even like they have a knots like here, it's just a small knots. Just one or two pieces of knots. It's not very big, very drastic look. But here we see the European oak. European oak texture is closer. It's tight. It's tighter grain. But some pieces they have the knots like this. But the grading is not so high. We can still get the high grading European oak, but the total volume, for example, if you buy the timber, if you're cutting from the log, you can get maybe 10 to 15% of A, B grade from European oak. But maybe you can get 50 to 60% of the AB grade in white oak. Yeah. For European oak, it's less. For European oak, you can only get 15%. For American oak, you can get 60% of the high grading. So the grading is another thing. But the European oak grading lower, but European oak has its own feature, its own advantage. The European oak, the fourth thing is the European oak have more tannin. The tannin is, it's mostly used in the wine industry. A lot of French, in French, they have a lot of wine production. They use the European oak to store the wine. After a long time, the tannin will react with the wine, and the tasty will be very nice. And also, we can use the ammonia. We use ammonia to smoke with the oak, smoke with the tannin, with the European oak, and we're reaction like this one. We're reaction like different tone. It will changing the color of the oak, become very brownish. it's a natural brownish, not by standing brownish. So the European oak is either to be smoked, we call smoked or fumed. But the American oak is not either to be fumed. American oak, if you fume it, it's directly different color. It's looking like maybe greenish, not brownish. So you're using the ammonia to smoke the oak. It will have different way. So that's the difference. So just let's have a look at our showroom, everything here. So we are not Pocket. We are here in Shanghai. So we do flooring for every country, different countries. So we're looking forward to working with you.